Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Parenting Made Conscious. My name is Mihaela. I am the founder. I am also a certified parenting instructor, an author, and a teacher. So, welcome back. Today, I want to talk about spring break because tomorrow, at least here where I live in South Florida, our kids enter spring break for the next almost 2 weeks, 10 days to be exact. And if you are like most parents, at least in the US, I know you are already feeling anxious and worried and overwhelmed because you don't know what you're going to do with your kids in the next 10 days because we are still working. We're not on vacation. So, let's get into it. By the way, if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you subscribe to my newsletter on my website, mihailaplugarashu.com or parentingmadeconscious.com, a free newsletter that I send out every Saturday with a lot of good content for parents like you. So let's go into spring break. I want to show you a nice ABC so you can remember the framework that I'm going to offer to you today. You know, I like a good acronym and a good combination of letters, right? So, ABC, I want you to think of okay, I can do the ABC of a good spring break with my kids. Letter A in our ABC, I want it to stand for allow time. So I'll say that again, allow time. What happens in the US, I'm not sure about the other continents, Europe, Australia, maybe it's different. Hopefully it's different. But here in the US, parents feel a lot of pressure to schedule and have an activity every single day in their kids' lives. And when spring break comes around or winter break, any type of longer holidays, when these breaks come around, parents are going miles and miles and miles out of their way, making financial investments and taking time off from work and scheduling everything else around this break activities, these spring break activities. Maybe you're planning a big trip somewhere. You know, I live in South Florida. I'm sure Disney World and Sea World and Universal and Busch Gardens and all of these big, humongous, huge theme parks type of activities, they are absolutely packed with families during spring break. So I'm not saying that's not a good idea. You know, every family has its own way of doing things. If that's important to you, if you do that once a year, it's maybe a family tradition, maybe your relatives from other parts of the country are joining you and it's a get together. Oh, okay, sure. But don't do it just for the sake of having everything booked every single day that week of spring break, Monday through Friday or Friday to Friday. Everything is booked. We're on the road. We're changing planes. We are sleeping in hotels. We are meeting with cousins and grandparents and this and that because the child has to rest. So, letter A again stands for allow time because the child's nervous system and the child's body, they have to rest. So allow time, unstructured time, free time, playtime, unscheduled time. Allow children to be present with their familiar surroundings. I know that a lot of us are afraid of our kids telling us, I'm bored, I'm bored, I'm bored. Or you're afraid that your child is going to be on their phone all day long or playing video games. Well, there's another video about that to be made, right? Because we can't let children totally unstructured, but we are never available to them, right? in this unstructured time, we have to be in the vicinity of the child, especially if your child is quite small, under the age of 10, 12, I would say. But just think about the idea of allowing time to rest. It's okay to stay home. It's okay to go at the local park an hour in the morning or whatever in the afternoon. And for the rest of the day, allow the child to kind of come back in their body, to inhabit their own bodies, because when school is in session, our children are absolutely disconnected from their bodies. They are under such a regimented schedule with wake up time and drop off time and classes and after school activities, and the bus is picking them up, and then they're with the coaches and with the team, and then we pick them up. They leave our home at 7 in the morning or 7:30, and they're back at 7:30 p.m. 8. And that's not okay. That is not okay. And the child cannot properly develop under such pressured schedules. So allow time to rest, to play, to feel boredom, because that's where inquiry and personal curiosity starts to percolate up again. And yes, you or someone else, an interested adult has to be in their vicinity, because they will come to us, they will invite us in their world, and we're there. But most of the times they want to be with other kids, but in an unstructured fashion. So that was letter A. I'm going to stop here, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you sign up for my weekly newsletter.